Sponsored by Pizza Boat. Now open in Queens Court on West Bay Road. Pick up or delivery. Call 949,000 or order online at www.pizzaboat.ky.
Sports Extra on a Tuesday, keeping you informed.
We have 10 nice.
Sports Extra Cayman Islands.
A young team full of talent, full of desire to do good things.
We've had some success with the outdoor league being restarted.
Good evening and welcome to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. I'm your host, Dionne Anglin. Tonight, we will be chatting with Cayman Netball. The national women's side is set to leave this week for competition in Antigua. Am I correct? I think we've been saying correct. Anguilla all week, but that's because football played Anguilla. So we got the A's confused, but it's Antigua. And the Cayman Islands Netball Association were invited by the Organization of the Eastern Caribbean States through the Caribbean Netball Association to participate in the ECCB International Netball Series, and this is from September 30th through October 7th and will be held at the YMCA Sports Complex in Antigua. It's an international ranking tournament, and 9 teams, including, of course, the Cayman Islands, will be competing for supremacy. So, from my right, I'll have you all introduce yourselves right around the table.
Hi, I'm Rose Wilson, vice captain of this tournament's team.
Okay.
Hi, my name is Ariana Grant. I'm also the vice captain of the team going.
Hi, I'm Catherine Gow, and I'm the captain for this tournament.
Good evening, everyone. I am Lynette Monteith, the head coach for this squad going to this tournament.
Awesome. Thank you so much, ladies, for stopping by. I appreciate you. In the next segment, we'll hear from Cayman cricketers as they discuss the 2024 ICC T20 World Cup Regional Final Qualifier. The team leaves tomorrow for competition in Bermuda. This tournament actually also takes place the same time around you guys, October 30th through September 30th, through October 7th. So we're looking forward to hear about some great netball action and cricket action coming up. Stay tuned for more Sports Extra in a minute after a word from our sponsor, Pizza Boat.
All aboard the Pizza Boat! Cayman's newest pizzeria. Birthday parties, office luncheons, summer camps, game night. Whatever your occasion, bring the fun with Pizza Boat. And Cayman Twist to pizza, bringing fusion ingredients from all over the globe to give you locally inspired fresh pizzas all day, every day. What's more, now you can enjoy a boat-shaped pizza with toppings of your choice. It's Pizza Boat. Pizza Boat, now open in Queens Court on West Bay Road. Pick up or delivery 949-0000 or order online www.pizzaboat.ky. Pizza Boat. Experience the ultimate pizza voyage.
Attention Cayman Brac residents. Your voices have been heard. We are thrilled to announce that Cayman National will be installing a new ATM in the Kirkconnell store in Stake Bay on September 1st. At Cayman National, our priority is to make banking easy and convenient.
Put on your dancing shoes and get ready to dance for diabetes. November is Diabetes Awareness Month, and BAF Insurance is inviting you to dance for diabetes with us on Saturday, November 11 from 6:30 a.m. to 8:30 a.m. at 7 Mile Beach Park. Registration is free, so register now with your family, co-workers, and friends at bafcayman.com. And let's dance for diabetes. bafcayman.com.
The Ministry of Youth, Sports, Culture and Heritage and the National Heroes Day Committee invites nominations for the 2024 National Heroes Day Award. To nominate, visit gov.ky/YSCH and click Nominate for NHD. The deadline for submissions is midnight, Sunday, October 15th. Nominate your hero today, Cayman.
Okay, man,
the voice of the Cayman Islands, Radio Cayman.
Shining down from above.
We love our listeners.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
All right, welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. So our national women's netball team is heading off to Antigua for the ECCB International Netball Series this week. Coach Lynette Monteith, head coach for the women's team. Could you share with us how did we get invited to this tournament?
So actually, Dionne, this is the second year that we've been invited. We weren't able to take it up in 2022. But normally the tournament is played and contested amongst the OECS countries.
Okay.
And then they invite other countries. So ourselves and Barbados are the two invitees.
Oh, nice.
It is a ranking tournament.
Yes.
So obviously the more teams you have, the more chances you are to improve your ranking.
Okay.
So they did extend an invitation and we took it up because this is a very good tournament for us to go to.
And you know what? It's so nice to see that we're going to tournaments in the Caribbean. The last one was the World Cup one? Is that the Caribbean Games?
The last time
in the Caribbean.
In the Caribbean?
I think it was the Caribbean Games. Wasn't it last year?
Sure. No, but last year they had the
World Cup
the World Cup qualifier
in Jamaica.
In Jamaica, I think that's the one. I believe that's the one I'm referring to. Okay, yeah, that was really nice. It was great competition for you ladies, and most times you get competition. It's in Europe, right? Yeah, so it's nice when now they're starting to invite us to more competitions in the Caribbean, where we can face our level of competition before we head off to Europe and play the bigger guns, right? So what are you hoping or planning to achieve by, of course, competing in this tournament?
So certainly we are looking to increase our ranking.
Yeah.
We just recently got the official ranking after the World Tournament.
Okay.
We have some new teams joining the group, and we have actually moved up to 2 places to 34. So we're certainly looking forward to coming out much, much higher than that. We do have some easy fruit next to us, one up and not too far. We are also playing teams like Barbados that is ranked at 14, St. Vincent ranked at 17, so you can see that it's a little hill. But as you say, it is about playing netball in the Caribbean. The style here in the Caribbean is different from Europe.
Yes.
And
the referee into
yes, well, yeah. Well, they are going to use international referees that will umpire on the world stage as well.
Okay.
And some Caribbean. Most of the referees are Caribbean referees.
Awesome.
So it is a tremendous opportunity for us, and we're really looking forward to the competition.
Of course. So we have Antigua and Barbuda, the home team, Barbados, Cayman Islands, Dominica, Grenada, Montserrat. I don't think I've seen them play before. St. Kitts and Nevis, St. Lucia, St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Anyone here you all have not played against yet?
Montserrat. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
And I think in 2019 we played St. Kitts. We haven't played them since that. And Antigua as well.
Antigua we played in the World
Qualifiers. Yeah.
Okay.
And St. Lucia as well.
Yes.
So what has been your outlook on this entire tournament, and of course, how has preparation been so far? When are you all leaving? Thursday, right? Okay. So how was preparation coming along?
Preparation has been coming along really good. Our team compared to last year when we went to the qualifiers is a little different. So we're working on gelling as a unit, solidifying our plays and just what can we do next to improve ourselves, both as individual athletes and as a whole cohesive unit on the court.
Right.
No, I agree. I agree, Ari. Sorry. Yes. I believe that we can do it. We all have that fighting spirit. We have that drive to go out there and win. As Ari mentioned, us working as a unit, we still have that. We have a little to go, but I think we've been in the last few trainings. We have been doing very well with that. Working on our different set plays and stuff. So,
Catherine?
Yeah, I think we're looking strong. We've got a good mix in the squad. We've got some youth in there. We've got a couple coming off the El Salvador trip.
Right.
Gaining experience of playing internationally is great for them. They're coming into their second tournament or third. We've got some that are coming back from injury. We've got, some people that have been around a long time. So I think putting all those things in the mixing pot, I think we've got a real shot at winning a good amount of games when we go. And I think the fight's there. I can see it in training. We're all grateful of this opportunity of playing in the Caribbean, and we just want to take it with two hands.
All three of you competed in El Salvador and Jamaica?
No, unfortunately, myself and Catherine, we weren't on that trip.
Which one? Salvador.
In El Salvador.
Trip.
You were injured?
I wasn't on either. I've been injured, I'm just coming off it.
How are you doing now?
Doing really well, actually, yeah. So, ruptured my Achilles, the same injury as Rose. Did that just over 12 months ago, had surgery. But I've come off the back of it, really strong physio, rehab, and I'm feeling really strong. So.
And you, Rose?
Same. It's like nothing happened. It's like nothing ever happened.
Well,
but,
that's good.
That experience in El Salvador was really, really good.
Yeah.
It was really, really nice to carry the youth, the younger ones, to see them develop and grow as players, and not just players, but individuals as well too. It was a great experience for myself. And I'm sure the coaches and management will say the same as well.
What are your views, Coach?
Yeah. So I think, as Catherine said, we are taking a team to Antigua that is a mixture, and we're building.
Yes.
So we have more experienced older players, and we have the youth. They're all under 18, under 19.
Okay.
Similar to the team that went to El Salvador, we had 14-year-olds in that team. So it bodes well for the future of netball, and I'm really pleased with the team. Obviously, the skills are there, but it's not just about knowing how to play the game and knowing the strategies. It's about really playing as a team. I don't know how much of the World Tournament you watched, but if you watch those teams, that was the big thing about most of the teams. They were gelling as a team. The
camaraderie was there.
Yes, and they won together. They
you
lost
can tell they were
together.
playing for a very, very long time.
Yeah. So we're building that, and I think we're getting there. And it will take some time. Yeah. We haven't really been training for this tournament for a long time. I think we had about 6 weeks. So they'll tell you I was like a drill sergeant with the run.
It's a short space of time, right? And
because we had summer, but then we were coming off the back of having a league, finishing that league. And certainly so my focus was more on the fitness.
Right.
Whilst we developed the strategies that we had already, but just cemented those things. So really looking forward to this tournament.
We always go into these tournaments, and you can correct me if I'm wrong, as with a huge disadvantage being a different team every time. Whereas a lot of these teams that you're competing against have had the same team for several years, probably one or two additions to the team. How does that affect you all when you're going to play competitions, international competitions, having a different selection every time? What does that do for especially the seniors, or how well do you embrace the challenge?
I can answer that. I don't feel that it's much of a change because in each third, like, there's a concrete, solid player that has traveled previously.
Okay.
So I think each player that has traveled previously with the team and seen the team develop, see the changes and everything, they are there to hold each third down. So we have the shooting, we have the experienced players in the shooting who would normally go. We have center courts, so we have our main center courts who would usually travel as well. To at least, like I said, it's usually at least one or two
position.
In each position, each third that is there to represent and to take the lead.
All right, that's her views.
Yes,
both of you feel the same way.
It is challenging to build consistency. I think in a squad when you do change it up each time. But Rose is right. There's always kind of a core group that can kind of implant what we've learned and what we've taught throughout the time together, and we can kind of pull together. But there are definitely some challenges as well, I'd say.
Okay, and I know, Coach, you mentioned some. Oh, we didn't hear from you. You wanted to say something. Do you agree with them both? Or?
I agree with them both. There are definitely challenges, but I do believe we embrace it as a team. There's definitely positives to, for example, the youth that's coming up, bringing them onto the team and training them up. That's how we see netball move forward and develop, thinking about the future of netball in Cayman. So I think it's important to also have that rotation as well.
Okay, so I'm going to go on a limb here and say one of our weaknesses usually is fitness. And especially when we meet, certain teams that are fit, and mentally and physically. How are we?
So
I
I
know you said
mentioned
6
before
weeks.
we had 6 weeks, but we really worked, and they'll tell you. They had a plan, and there was one session. Ooh, 1.5 miles. Ooh, 2 miles. Yes.
Yeah.
So, and I encourage them also to do some cardio on their own.
Yes.
Because you practice twice a week. That's not enough. So some persons went to the gym, some persons did other things. So it is about, and that's by far, I would say, when you have a team that is 75% of the preparation, because if you're fit, you can do anything. You can run and run and run, and you can...
And you make sounder decisions as well when you're fit.
Yes,
when you're not fit.
Because when you're tired, you go back to something, that anything.
Anything.
Yeah, so that definitely is still an area that we will continue to work on.
Well, let's hear from the ladies then. Tell us about how preparation has been. How has practice been?
I think that was definitely something that we've been working on, thinking while being tired.
Yes.
Because often when we're on the court, we find that our third quarter tends to be that quarter where we're all dead, we're tired, and we stop thinking like, oh, how do I actually make this easier, the safer pass? So that has definitely been one of our main focuses in training, which I enjoy because I know that will be needed when we go.
You know, I've seen it work several times, but the best I've ever seen it work, which is fitness, is the men's national basketball team. And I draw experience from that because that's where I play, but used to play. But I saw it in our gold medal Island Games team, the men, where the coach ran them to rags at practice. So much so they would complain. They were complaining about Coach Crazy, yo. I don't know what to do him. You know how we get, right?
Yeah.
But when they saw themselves in competition, they were in awe. They were shocked at how fast they were moving, the level that they played at. And it's because they were fit. They were ready. All those sprints, all those sprints had them prepared, you know. What are some of the things other than, you know, your fitness and stuff that you guys have been working on? How's your offense and your defense coming along?
Defense is a powerhouse. I don't for me. No, I'm not, but I mean, our defense is for me it's a powerhouse. I love the communication between Ari. I know she's definitely one that's on the court in the D that will hold it down along with Nikesha Lynch. It's a solid D.
It's a new combo.
It's a new combo, but it works.
It will
like
work.
I love it.
Yeah.
I love the energy. I love the vibe. The center court, same. Have Kat here, who I know will be holding that down as well too.
The center court. Oh yeah.
Yeah. We have Joe, Freya. We have. Listen, this team is it. I believe in this team. I think we got it. Shooting myself and Kay, we have great connection together as shooters. You've been playing for quite some time, so we got it.
Okay. With all that mouth, we expect results.
You gotta be careful. He's like,
listen, no pressure. No pressure. But I believe in this team.
No, I definitely think some of our players, like each player brings a different thing to the team. Like when you look at our strengths and then we rally behind each other, even when it comes to our weaknesses. It's like, okay, I understand that this name may not be your strength, but I have this.
Right.
I'll support you on this. So it's really nice to feel that from this team going.
Of course. And then sometimes the score doesn't reflect
the effort.
The effort.
Yeah.
So we may not win some, we may win some. You understand? So, but once Coach Lynette sees the difference from the last competition you all played, and she sees she knows, hey, these ladies are getting there, right?
Yes,
Coach?
definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What are some of the what about the mental advice that you've been giving them going forward? Because we are going to be playing against tougher teams as well.
So we've also been watching some of the games,
Nice.
some of the teams, because they had games last year. So pick some strategic games like the St. Vincent, St. Lucia,
Right.
St. Kitts for them to
The ones
watch
that you
and
know
beat.
that you should have won.
Well, yes.
There was
in,
some
in
that,
Jamaica,
yeah.
there were a few. That we should have
there was
won.
at least
Yes.
3, right?
Yeah.
It was
So-
unfortunate, but
so we prepare.
we get them this time.
We prepare by watching their games, and then also just believing. So we internalize the plays. We support each other with internalizing the play, and then just believe that. I had a coach that said, "You have a head, you have 2 hands, you have 2 feet, and the ball is round. So anything is possible." So it's just about playing our game, and the one word they keep hearing, and they're saying it now, having patience.
Yeah.
Because sometimes you get a little antsy, and perhaps the pass that you should make, you don't make. So having that patience and believing in your player, that player can catch your ball, that player can execute a pass, and that your shooters will shoot. So working a lot with the team in terms, Ari spoke about it, in terms of playing together as a team, caring for each other. And when we lose together. When we win together. And we boost each other up instead of tearing each other down. So worked a lot on that, and that's, our focus. And that has been a difference, I think, and a different feel with this team, because everybody is working on that.
What I, and you can correct me if I'm wrong again, but what I saw the last competition with you all stayed together as a unit as well. That's what was reflected on camera. So even though you were down, and you may have been stressed, but you didn't really show it as much. You guys still went out there and worked as hard, even to the very last second. And that's important. And being positive with one another, helping each other through. You'd be surprised just being positive to someone who made a bad pass, how far that goes, you know what I mean? It messes with your psyche when, and trust me, I've been one of those bullies on the court before, so I know what it does to a player when you, as a captain, and you, this is what you're supposed to do. It really doesn't work. It shuts them down.
Yeah, I think we've worked on changing our words, so rather than saying like, "Oh, that was a bad pass," saying, "Hey, can just put it out a little bit more." Just slight
more positive.
Aspect of
it, especially with the younger players as well.
They're
conscious of the
it.
language we use and the way
trying
we
to
kind
build
of
confidence,
celebrate success as well together.
Awesome. How are they coming along?
Oh, they're doing tremendously well. We do have one here with us, but we actually have 2 student athletes. One is in England right now preparing for her first year, but she will join us in Antigua.
Oh, nice.
And the other is second year in Canada, and she will join us too.
Are they by chance playing netball in university?
Charlie, I think she was playing where she is for university. I think she said it's on the basketball, but she's doing that. But Shan, this is her first year, so we're hoping that she will join our team.
Okay. Have you ladies been training with the men to help get prepared?
Yes.
Or
Yes. Since the 1st of September, every Wednesday they were, and the taller the men, the better.
The better?
Right? So we're trying to,
So they've been coming out, the men have been coming out.
Oh, yes, they've been tremendous.
Okay.
Yes.
They've been a great support.
That's amazing. Okay, so the level of competition we're facing, we know it's quite huge. Which team are you guys looking forward to competing against the most? I don't want to hear. What do you name, Barbados? I don't want to hear Barbados.
I think I've got my eyes on our first game with the opening game against St. Vincent and the Grenadines.
Nice.
And they're highly ranked at 17. I think they won the tournament last year.
Yes.
From what I've seen, I know you can't put it on what you see on the internet, but we've been watching some of their games, and I just think that's maybe where we put our stamp on the competition. If we can go out and perform well against them, dare we say it, beat them, I don't know, but I just think there's something about that game, and there's something about that team and the team we're taking, that I think we really can cause some upset. So I'm really confident.
I like that. See, she's going for the toughest team.
She's going for the jugular.
Always.
That's our center.
For me, it would be St. Lucia. When we were at the World Cup qualifiers, they beat us by 1. I feel like there's something that, we just got to come back and show that that's not what should have happened. We have the ability and capability to take it all the way home. So
awesome.
For me, I would say, is Grenada on there?
Yes.
Yeah.
At the World Qualifiers, we gave them a nice run for their money, and I'm ready to go up against them again. With this team especially, I'm excited. Can't wait.
Okay, awesome. Are these games going to be televised?
Yes, I think, but I'm not sure. Normally, they would put them on probably Antigua's Facebook.
Maybe YouTube.
I think they have. Something. They've said that they're going to try and stream them on YouTube, but I just they weren't 100% sure. But
I'll probably send you a little WhatsApp.
Please do.
You know. Yeah.
You know what I would appreciate, and I'm saying it on air, so that it happens. That after every game, I get a soundbite.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So I have a captain to help me out with.
You send me a voice note about how the game went, what you thought of the game, things that you could do to improve for the next. Okay. Are we good to go? The score, of course.
Yes.
Yeah, we can do that for you.
A photo would help too.
A photo would be amazing.
Rose, don't
player of the match.
We're just asking for it.
Player of the match. That would be amazing. I'm putting you on blast so that when it doesn't come,
you heard it here. And they didn't
nothing.
They're grilling it.
But ladies, I'm very proud of you all. I'm so glad to see that you all are competing and that you guys are practicing and working hard towards this. Coach, you're doing a fantastic job with the ladies. Wish you all the best. Any last words before you head out?
It's just to say, we want, when Cayman knows about the games, for them to watch and support us.
Yes.
Send us a little text. I'm sure they know someone in the team. But certainly, it's been a little struggle because when we leave from here and go to any of the Caribbean islands or anywhere else, it's quite expensive to go.
Yes.
So my players have need to raise some money. And we've gotten some help from some sponsors, and we'll be acknowledging them when we come back. But always just asking the Cayman public to just stay tuned to our progress. Mm-hmm. We are onwards and upwards, I keep saying to them. And, we do need the help when we go out. The more we go out, the better we will be. Because you're playing other teams here. The players on the squad come from the top teams.
Yes.
So you have a small pool, except for the guys that come, who are getting very good, I might say. But we really need to go out to different parts of the Caribbean, go to Europe, go to England, so that we can get that exposure and improve our play. So encouraging persons to encourage us in any way that they can.
Quick question. If you guys win this, or when, what's next?
All right, so this tournament will enable us to fulfill our 8 game for the year.
Okay.
Because you're supposed to play 8 ranking games, so that will...
but
it would give us an opportunity. Just to let you know, though, we're not in the running for winning because we're an invitee. So it's on amongst the other.
So what happens if you do win?
Well, they'll take the second OECS.
Really?
OECD.
So
team.
Even if you guys beat everybody in this tournament, you cannot move forward.
Well, we get the ranking, but we wouldn't get the winning. I think I forgot the name of the trophy that they're playing for.
Understood.
And I think that happened last year. I think Barbados won last year overall, and then St. Vincent got the win because they were the first.
That's so unfair.
But it would be bad
we'll know.
rights, right? And it would,
does that mean that the next time around you wouldn't be an invitee, you'd just be qualified to attend?
We'll always be an invitee because we don't belong to the organization of the Eastern Caribbean states.
Okay.
Yes. So it's an OECS tournament that you're invited to. But certainly, so what we're doing is seeing how many games we can win because that's our ranking.
Ranking goes up.
Yeah.
Awesome. Gotcha. Thank you, ladies, so much for stopping by.
Thank you to Dionne.
I appreciate you and all the best.
All right.
Take care. We'll be right back with more Sports Extra in a minute. Stay tuned.
I love Pizza Boat. It's yummy. It has my 2 favorite things combined, cheese and boats. Pizza Boat makes pizza way more fun.
Hop on board the Pizza Boat Express. Kids, now Pizza Boat makes pizza even more fun. Summer is here. Lunch or dinner, let Pizza Boat bring the fun. Pizza Boat, a Cayman twist to pizza, bringing fusion ingredients from all over the globe to give you locally inspired fresh pizzas all day, every day. Pizza Boat, now open in Queens Court on West Bay Road. Pick up or delivery 949-0000 or order online www.pizzaboat.ky.
I'm Liani Tibbetts, Miss World Cayman Islands 2022, and I need your help to keep Cayman clean. When you're out and about, please dispose of your trash in the proper containers. Do not throw trash out of your car or leave it on our beaches. And if you see litter, take a moment to pick it up and dispose of it properly.
Be a part of the solution, not the pollution. Littering is a crime punishable by a $500 fine or 6 months in prison. Brought to you by the Beautification Task Force and Ministry of Tourism and Ports.
Radio Cayman News.
Town East Member of Parliament Dwayne Seymour makes a surprise statement in Parliament today.
I hereby tender my resignation as Minister in the PAC government, effective immediately.
Mr. Seymour says in spite of his resignation, he remains, quote, fully and deeply committed to serving his
Radio
country.
Cayman. Your voice, your choice for today's biggest news.
Attention Cayman Brac residents. Your voices have been heard. We are thrilled to announce that Cayman National will be installing a new ATM in the Kirkconnell store in Stake Bay on September 1st. At Cayman National, our priority is to make banking easy and convenient.
Are you repeatedly picked on by older kids, called unkind names, or beaten up at school?
Then you know that's bullying and it hurts.
So please, don't do it to others. Instead, let's be kind to one another.
And report incidences of bullying to a teacher or a trusted adult so that we all can feel safe at school.
Satisfaction is guaranteed 24 hours a day, whether it's music or information.
From Grand Cayman to Cayman Brac to Little Cayman, we've got you covered.
You ever hear a thing like that?
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.
Welcome back to Radio Cayman Sports Extra. Cayman Cricket is in the house. Good evening, gentlemen.
Good evening.
Alrighty, I like that. So harmonious. All right, I'm going to start from my right side. Just introduce yourselves. He's no stranger to Cayman Sports, period. But we're going to hear from him in cricket.
Ramon Seeley, national team captain.
Okay.
Wyatt Jalim, induced player.
Wyatt? Yeah. All right.
Robert Cox, team manager.
Mm-hmm.
David Bernard Jr., Senior Development Officer.
Awesome.
Courtney Miles, Senior, President, Cayman Cricket.
Awesome. So what's happening? What brings you all here today?
Well, as you know, we spoke a few months back regarding...
I've been advertising it all week. Just teasing.
Well, thank you for that. Thank you for that. As you know, Cayman Cricket will be going to Bermuda tomorrow for the qualifier for the World Cup qualifier, Bermuda, and we're just one step away from competing in the World Cup. And next year, once we go to Bermuda and win, our objective is to go to Bermuda and win.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just asking for the God Almighty to bless us with that, and we're asking for the full. We want to embrace all of the commitments that the guys are putting, and we want the whole of the Cayman Islands to be behind Cayman Cricket, because this is a historic event for us. We have never been this far before.
Okay.
So I would ask now if I don't want to steal the thunder, because
you always do though. You can't help yourself.
They don't, but tonight we have with us
a young star in the house.
Yes, as you know, we in Cayman Cricket and what it is develop in the future. So we have the future here tonight. So without further ado, I would ask the manager if you could just give a brief overview as to what has taken place so far.
Okay. So we've been preparing for this tournament since March, when we came back from Argentina, having qualified for the Bermuda leg. It's the final leg, as the president has said, with the award at the end of a berth in the World Cup alongside teams like Australia, India, England. It's easier said than done, but we are where we are because the guys performed in Argentina, and we have the opportunity to go to Bermuda, play against Bermuda, Canada, and Panama for a place in the World Cup.
You said performed in Argentina.
Yes.
Explain.
We came second in that
who
tournament.
Can't remember like myself.
Okay. So in that tournament, the top 3 teams qualified for this leg of the qualifiers.
Right.
So we came second behind Bermuda. Panama qualified third.
I remember that.
So in this final leg now, Canada joins the 3 that qualified in Argentina. So that makes 4.
Okay.
The top 1, the winner, goes to the World Cup.
Awesome.
Which takes place next year in the USA and the West Indies.
Awesome. And we have a young player in the mix. Tell us a little bit about yourself, Wyatt.
My passion is cricket. And I want to play for the West Indies.
Okay.
And I would like to have a scholarship and build my career early.
Nice. And he's on the path. He's on the right path for getting there. He's. Tell me, I've never seen Wyatt play, so who can tell me, a coach? Maybe you can share some information about Wyatt's game.
When we came here prior, having got back from that tour that the academy group had done, he was one of the standout performers for us. In seeing that,
he was on the show the last time as well.
Yes, he was
there.
Yeah.
So, now that you said that, I'm like, I put the face together because I'm like, I know this child.
He was sat in the same chair.
Yes, go right ahead. Sorry.
Yeah. So we have quite a few competent youngsters. White being one of them. Unfortunately, we weren't able to take more. We'd have loved to have had 2, but because of issues with visas and stuff like that, he was the only one that qualified in terms of that. But Wyatt has progressed beautifully since then. He's one of our most competent youngsters, and as the president said, it's about development. And what would be more ideal to take a youngster along for this tour to at this stage of, of qualification, which is next door to the World Cup, that should, do him a host of good in terms of his confidence, in terms of youth cricket and his opportunity to play. He'll have lots of opportunity come next year. We have an under-19 tournament on the horizon, and the manager has Mr. Cox has just given me word recently that there is also an under-15 competition, and uniquely for Wyatt, he qualifies for both of them. That's how young and how talented he is.
Awesome. Wyatt, what has your experience been like playing amongst the seniors?
Well, it's been a bit challenging. And when I play with the seniors more often, I grow with them.
Okay, you said it was a bit challenging. What about it is challenging?
Well, they're more experienced, and they know how to perform better than others.
Okay, how old are you, Wyatt?
I'm 13.
13. Oh, that's just precious. That's good. No, that's amazing that you're traveling with the senior national team and competing with them for that experience and that exposure to help you towards that path that you wanted to go on, the West Indies. These are all the opportunities that you need, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Seeley, how are you?
I'm good.
Long time no see.
I know.
How's the family?
Everyone's good.
Everyone's good? Wonderful, wonderful. So what is your role now this time around? Captain, of course.
Yeah. Just looking to lead by example. I would say I didn't have the best of tournament. We went to Argentina, so I want to use this tournament to put that right, and hopefully I perform this time so that I can help the team achieve the goal of qualifying for the World Cup. Just by scoring runs, taking catches, just being a leader on the field, motivator, just trying to motivate the guys to push to their maximum. We have the talent, so it's just now about going out there and showing what we can do and putting together complete games. I think in Argentina we were good in the bowling and fielding, but we didn't really perform at the bat. So now it's about building on that performance.
So that's something you all were working on in practice.
Yeah,
the batting.
Yeah. So just putting it together because runs win the games. I know. You can do everything else well, but you need to put in this competition for sure. We need to put together full performances where we're competing against them, because when we're going up against Canada, Bermuda, and Panama, this is the best in the region right now. So we have to make sure that we're on our A game at all times.
Definitely. All right, I like that. So Bermuda, Canada, Cayman Islands, and Panama. Of course, you guys will battle it out in a double round robin format over 6 days to earn a place in the 2024 edition of the Men's T20 World Cup. It's the biggest one yet, featuring 20 teams, they say. All right, so gentlemen, of the 3 teams, which ones have you played against the most? Bermuda?
Yeah, I would think that would be Bermuda.
Bermuda.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
We played against them as recently as
the Argentina tour?
Yes.
Okay, all right. And based on the experience, was the result positive on your behalf? And if not, are you in a situation now to rectify, if anything?
I'll defer to the coach. He's been preparing.
Well, the only game we lost in Argentina was to Bermuda, but looking back at Argentina, it's still, having done well, finishing second, I am optimistic going in this tournament, in this leg of qualification, because one, even though we had a good result in terms of team performance in finishing second and qualifying for the final leg, we didn't really fulfill our potential as individuals, and that's where we're looking to improve as a team. So if we can perform, as I say, and which we've spoken about previously being here, if we can improve on our own individual performances, that will make us that much better in this round of qualification, and that is what we're looking to do. We spend a lot of time trying to improve the players' performance potential. So come this time around, once the players perform better, it gives us a better chance of being top, because this is what it counts for here now, being top. Second isn't good enough. It's good for us to get to this point, but we're looking to be number one. So to be number one, we have to be both good. We have to be good individually as well as a team. So we're trying to put it together now, and that's why I'm going into this competition really optimistic. We have put in a lot of Coach Gardner, myself, and the players really, we try to make the best of situations. It hasn't been perfect, but I never see a situation where it's always perfect. There is always challenges, and the true mettle of champions is overcoming adversity. So for us to be champions, we have to overcome all the adversities that we have faced and also be better this time around.
Awesome. You may have mentioned it before. How many of teams go through? Just one?
Just one.
So that's why you're saying that you have to be top. Okay, understood. So Bermuda will look to continue their good form after winning the sub-regional qualifier, right? Yes. Using their home advantage, of course, to return to the biggest stage in T20 cricket after their historical appearance in 2007. Do you remember your scores against Bermuda by chance?
No, I think in that match we did, I don't think we made 100. We made like 96 or something like that.
Yes. We were restricted to 96 in the 20 overs. We were in bowled up, but they made like 150.
Yes.
And we got to 96 for about 8 wickets or so in the 20 overs.
Okay. Canada is next. Canada, arguably the favourites of the event, will look to confirm this and of course seal a ticket to a new World Cup participation. Canada being the top-rated team, of course, there's a colloquial term, the ball is round.
Yes.
So, you want to give them their respects, of course, but at that level, you don't show that much respect, right? Not too much. You respect them, but not too much. But you don't want any fear going into the game. How do you prepare mentally to compete against a team like Canada?
I think it's just mentally. It's an individual thing. We have, as you say, we can't show any fear. We know we have the talent. We have the commitment that we have shown throughout training. It's now, as I said, putting it together on the day. As Bernie said, it's individual now, just putting together your performances, and that would then build a camaraderie with the team and have everyone hype for the game. So when we're going up against Canada, we have to be focused, make sure that we do the simple things, do the little things to make sure that we do them correctly, because cricket can be a game of fine details. So once we focus on those little small matters and make sure that we do them to the best of our abilities, I think we can surprise a few people.
Okay.
I would like to add to that, Dionne, that I don't think Cayman is expected to win this competition. We are under no illusion at all. But teams like Canada and Bermuda would disrespect us at their peril, because if they think that we're just minnows, just making up a number, they'll be disappointed.
Right.
So they have to be on their guard as well, because as you rightly said, the ball is wrong, and this is T20 cricket. And if we catch them on a good day where we are really performing to our best ability and we're clicking, we can defeat the best in this region.
Very true. All right, so, and then I'll save the best for last. So let's go to Panama. Panama will be, of course, the underdogs. You all ever faced them before?
Yes, we faced them in Argentina.
In Argentina, you defeated them. Okay. Yes. So as their participation may come as a surprise to many, but with no real pressure on their backs, this, of course, could allow them to play freely and upset the main candidates. Sometimes we tend to go into matches lackadaisical, thinking this is an easy team, we got this, and that's when you play your worst, right, Wyatt? You can learn this tournament. You got to play every game hard, go all out, right? So, since you guys have done this before, played against them, you've defeated them, what's the strategy going into that particular game? I'm just trying to break down each team.
Well,
each game with you.
In terms of the strategy, that will be left to when we get to Bermuda. But as I said before, coming from Argentina, it was a good result to qualify and finish in second. But we were never satisfied with the level of performance. So even though we won the 3 games, none of those games that we won, we came off the field feeling satisfied with our individual performance or the type of cricket that we played. Yes, we won and we were happy for the result. So having, identified that we will not go into any contest in this round of qualification feeling that we have done what we have supposed to the last time around. We have still something to prove, so we won't take any game for granted. We won't take any opposition for granted. It's a situation where we are looking to be the best version of ourselves, or best we can execute on that is. Having beaten Panama, that's all gone. That doesn't count for nothing here now. Everybody starts at 0.
Yeah.
So we have to take it one game at a time. Right. So we're not going to underestimate them, having beaten them already. We're trying to look to play better than we did against them this time around.
Okay. So the Cayman Islands are a regular fixture, of course, in the regional final, but are yet to go through. But of course, we know you guys will push hard to make it. What, and Wyatt, maybe you can chime in on this. What have preparations been like for you leading up to this tournament?
Well, the preparations have...
Mr. Cox, can you put his mic down just a bit, please? Thank you so much.
The preparations have been good, but it's been challenging.
Right.
You have to be doing some cardio and, some fitness.
What's your favorite part of practice?
Batting.
You should have known that.
Okay. And what about you? What's your favorite part of practice?
Same.
Same, basically.
Okay, so other than batting.
I don't mind the fitness. I do need to work on my fitness just to get back to where I used to be. So doing what we have been doing in training has really helped me.
You've had a few injuries as well.
Yeah.
How's that coming along?
Everything's fine.
And you?
I'm
liking what I'm hearing. These young people, they heal quick.
It doesn't affect me, but it's now just the weight, just trying to get back off some of the weight, so I can get back to performing like I was before. So I have been enjoying the extra conditioning that we've done with Coach Guardian and with Bernie. It's definitely helping me a lot. I wish I had done more, to be honest. But sometimes circumstances, especially with the rain that we have, sometimes has been affecting training with us. So we try to do stuff on our own, but that's where you have to be, I guess, accountable for your own actions, where I may have fallen off a little bit, but it is what it is.
Food's been good.
Well, family life as well. But
yes. That happens too. Yes, that happens too. Daddy gets it. Yeah. So, how is this going to hamper your game per se, you think?
No, I think
since you mentioned the weight.
No, I think. Well, that's why I probably was afraid of going to Argentina, but I feel like I'm in a better headspace and a better cricket in mind going into this tournament. Before the Argentina tour, I wasn't making much runs, but going into this one, I've had a few good scores, so I'm hoping to continue that performances into the tournament.
Awesome. And Wyatt, who are some of the key players that you look up to on this team?
You know, I look up to Mr. Seeley.
You're just saying that because he's sitting right here.
Well, he's a good batter.
He's a great athlete.
Yeah.
He's an awesome athlete.
Yeah. And I also look up to Xtra because he bowls very well. He's a good all-rounder.
Okay, awesome. All right, guys. So this tournament, of course, promises to be a very competitive affair. You know, with the top 4 teams in your division. Is anyone care to share any other information?
Well, being the president, I just want to use this medium to thank all the sponsors and the public who have assisted us financially, because this is the first time in history that Cayman cricket senior and men's team had to travel twice in 1 year, and we didn't got no warning about this, so it did create a financial burden on us, but we have been able to reach out to the public, and the public has gracefully come forward to assist us in this regard. And so I want to say a special thanks to all the sponsors out there who did not hesitate to come forward when we asked for assistance in this regard. Also, the ministry has been very good to us, and we just want to thank everybody. And if there's anybody out there who still would like to contribute, be more than happy to assist. The more, the merrier.
And you guys leave tomorrow?
Yes, the team leaves
tomorrow. How do they get in touch with you if they say, well, tonight they want to give something?
Well, I can be reached at 326 1642. 326 1642. I will not be traveling with the team. I'm going to, everybody can't be away at the same time, but I will probably try and join them at a later date.
Oh, you guys are there to the 7th. So it's
netball. The last game is the 7th. We leave on the 8th.
Yours tournament and netball's tournament is the same time, exact same time.
Wow.
Is this going to be streamed?
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
All the games will be streamed live on ICC TV.
Okay.
But they're not stored, so you actually have to watch the game while it's being played. Unfortunately, there's some copyright issues, so you have to watch the game while it's being played.
Okay. Yeah. That's a tough one. What are the times? Do you know your schedule yet? Who are you playing first?
We're playing Panama first on the 30th, which is Saturday. I think that game starts at 2:30 in the afternoon. If I remember correctly, Bermuda is actually 1 hour ahead of us right now.
Okay.
So that will be 1:30 Cayman time.
All right.
And the morning games start at 9:30.
Okay. Do you know who you play next?
And the second game is against Canada, I think it is. Yes, Canada.
What we can do then, we can supply you with a schedule.
That'd be nice.
So that you can let the public know the days the team is playing, so they can catch it live.
I'm just happy you guys get Panama first. It's a confidence booster.
That's true.
Yes,
that's true.
It is.
Yeah. You cannot hit them like
That's right.
Okay, so Panama, then Canada. Oh boy. Yes. So right after Panama, they just had to give you Canada.
That's right.
Yeah, that's okay.
That's right.
That's okay. You guys, I wish you guys all the best. I know you guys are going to do great things. You did the last time. Performed well. Any last thoughts before you head out? Any advice you want to give to Wyatt? Is this his first big time tournament?
Just watch every team. There will be players on every team that he can learn something from. He's played with us, so he knows a bit about the players from our teams, but it's good to get an understanding from other teams, just like Canada. As you say, they're probably one of the favorites. They're probably one of the more professional teams.
Yeah.
So just learning how they warm or looking at how they warm up when they're warming up. Not saying to stare at them or anything, but just to get a few things here and there that he can learn and take into his game and adapt as well.
Stare at them.
But yeah, so as you say, it'll be a good experience for him. Definitely something that growing up, and aspiring like he is to be a cricketer is going to be helpful. Just seeing how ICC runs things, things are on schedule, and just getting a feel of what it's going to be like when he does make it to where he wants to make it.
Okay, so our next Brian Lara. Right.
And he's left-handed.
And he's left-handed.
Too. Yeah. Do you have any advice for your captain?
Well, I would say just look out for the problems and support the team.
Stop yelling at them. Seriously, what are you saying? I'm kidding.
You do sometimes.
You do sometimes. All right, guys. All right, that's it for me. Is there anything else you guys would like to share with us before we head out?
I'd just like to say it. I'm a dreamer. I'm a believer, and I believe that we could win this tournament. And I can see the Cayman Islands up in lights. It will be huge. It will be humongous. I can't say enough big words to tell you what it'd be like for Cayman Islands to make a World Cup, rubbing shoulders with those established countries. It'd be huge.
One day, maybe
yes,
this
one
tournament.
Day. One day.
Coach?
Yeah, I share the same sentiments of the manager. It's something that we spoke about. I've sat with him and we've had the same conversation. So his dreaming, I put the dreaming into the coaching, and ensuring that we give the players the best set of tools in order to go out there and achieve that dream. Because I always say God doesn't love anyone more than the other.
Yeah, that's right.
So it's so determined you and what you really aspire for. And I'm having a good feeling going to Bermuda. I hope this transcends to the team as well, and everyone is on the same wavelength, the same page, having the same aspirations. And at this stage, it's about belief as well. We need a lot of belief, not just the preparation and skill, but outside of that, you have to believe that you can do it. And I think this time around, our belief will be tested, but I have no doubt that the players will show that they have the belief and go out there and put their best effort forward.
All right, and my advice to you guys, what Mr. Cox said, don't listen to that. In terms of you guys may not win this tournament. It's not from the time players hear that stuff, that's what they think as soon as they get on the field. So you have to make up your mind that you can do it. Like we said, the ball is round. Anything can happen. Wyatt could go in there and star.
This tournament, anything could happen.
Anything can take place. Yes.
And we're in the hurricane season. Rain could be a rain-affected game.
Their best stars may not show up. Never know. Yeah.
The ball is round.
So the ball is round.
That's right.
I appreciate you all for stopping by. All the best. Safe flight, safe travels. Have a wonderful tournament. All the best.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
You're welcome. That's it for Radio Cayman Sports Extra for tonight. Your host, Dionne Anglin. Of course, you can check out our Facebook page or social media pages for more information on Sports Extra. Thank you so much to our sponsor, Pizza Boat. I'm Dionne Anglin. Good night and God bless.
Sponsored by Pizza Boat. Now open in Queens Court on West Bay Road. Pick up or delivery. Call 949,000 or order online at www.pizzaboat.ky.
Don't forget to like us on Facebook at Radio Cayman Sports Extra.
As a coach, I thoroughly agree. The athlete has just qualified for the World Championship on a bigger stage in a bar. The guys have been training for the last 5 months now, so they're in the real highest spirit that they can do.
Cayman moon.
The voice of the Cayman Islands, Radio Cayman.
Shining down from above.
We love our listeners.
Radio Cayman in the Cayman Islands.